Hey everybody, it's Kabuto and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a review of the Yuki Aim Oni mousepad. It's a control mousepad produced by Yuki Aim and I definitely think that it's going to be a good fit for a lot of people. Before this video begins, I just want to thank you so much for the continued support on this channel. I really do appreciate it. If you have any questions or anything you want to ask me, feel free to join my public Discord linked in the description of this video. Without further ado, let's just get straight into it. And I think that the main thing I want to start with here is really just the pros, because there's a lot that I do like about this mousepad. Now, firstly, I would like to say that the design is probably the main reason why anybody's buying it at all. Now, if you just look at it, it's a very nice looking mousepad. It really looks great on my setup and I think a lot of people would enjoy it too. The version that I have is the white one, but there was also a black version. Other than cosmetic differences, as far as I know, they are the exact same material and the exact same pad. But the mousepad itself looks amazing and the graphic is extremely well printed. The quality is also really good. I'd like to say that the stitching, whilst being thick, is not that noticeable. It's not that raised and it doesn't hurt your wrist when you move your arm over the mousepad. So I definitely think that the construction is really solid. Speaking of the construction, the base of the mousepad, the rubber coating, sticks extremely well to my desk. I've had no issues with moving, and this is something that I can't say for other mousepads I've used, including something like the Zowie GSR. Now, the main competition for a mousepad like this, I would say, is probably the Aqua Control 2 and the Zowie GSR SE, both the Rouge and the original one. They're all around a similar price range, with the Zowie GSR SE Rouge being £44, the GSR SE Old Edition being 24, the X-Ray pad Aqua Control being 35, and this Yuki Aim pad being 39. So I definitely think they are all competing around the similar price bracket. But I'd like to come back to the same point that I think that the main reason you would be picking this mousepad is really for the design. You can't really get a design like this without going for a custom pad, and I think it is nice to see companies trying to move towards a more aesthetically pleasing look. We've seen this a few times with other brands, but I definitely think that, especially with Yuki Aim's like continuous design, with their skypad, this pad, as well as their old cloth pads as well, they definitely try and make it look a lot more appealing on your desk, and I do appreciate that. Now, in terms of the surface texture, it is a control pad, so it is relatively slow. However, I would like to say that the actual surface tension is extremely soft. Now, this is something I can't really describe perfectly over video, but I will do my best to try to. Now, the actual material itself just feels extremely soft to the touch, like it's a very soft fabric compared to something like the Zowie GSR or maybe even like an Artisan high-end. Those mousepads are very rough despite also having speed. And I think that this mousepad is just extremely comfortable. Like, it's a very soft pad, it's a very plush pad, and it has a lot of like stopping force if you want to push your mouse into the pad to stop it. I've never really seen a coating like this. I don't even know if I should call it a coating, but just I've never seen a material like this that is just so soft. I definitely am not a control pad kind of person, but this is like the only real control pad I've used where I've actually really wanted to use it. So I use a skypad on a regular basis. That mousepad is extremely fast, and it's literally a piece of glass, but this mousepad is the complete opposite. Usually whenever I try cloth pads, I can't use them for more than 10-20 minutes before just wanting to go back to my skypad. But I've actually been able to use this one for like a good few days now, and I really like how it feels. Actually just really happy with the quality in general. Now, in terms of games that I think that this mousepad is good for, I definitely would say that this is better for a game like Valorant or Counter-Strike, if those are the kind of games you play. Just tactical shooters in general where there's not a lot of tracking. I think control pads do exceptionally well in those aspects. I saw a couple other reviews saying that the X and Y axis, as in moving your mouse up and down and moving your mouse left and right, felt drastically different. But I would like to say that it doesn't really feel like that in person. I definitely say there's differences, but I mean, it is a cloth pad. You're kind of expecting that, and it's not noticeable enough for it to really impact your play at all. I've been using this mousepad for mainly Apex Legends as well as Kovacs and AimLab. I've really been enjoying it. I think for Apex Legends, it's definitely a good option, mainly because of the size. A lot of people play with lower sensitivities, and I think having a large mousepad to work with is definitely a really good option. However, I would say that maybe for Apex Legends players, they might prefer to go for a faster mousepad, or even just go for faster mouse skates. I definitely think using this kind of mousepad with maybe something like the Super Glide glass mouse skates would be an insane combination, because you would have a great combination of speed as well as control. But I definitely think out of all the mousepads I've used that are cloth, this coating to me and this surface to me is probably the best one I've used, in my opinion. This is coming from somebody who's used countless mousepads, including Artisan, Zowie, and countless other brands. Now, moving on to the cons. These aren't really cons, these are more just things that I am unsure about and things that I think you should take into consideration if you're looking to buy this pad. The first thing I'd like to say is the availability. Now, Yuki Aim release everything in drops, so it's extremely hard to get hold of the things that you want. I know for a lot of people people and dedicated fans that is kind of an annoyance to them because they aren't able to get the products that they actually want, you know. On their website, this mousepad is listed as drop 1, so I am hoping that means there's going to be a drop 2 in the future. And I would like to say that most likely, if they release pads later on, they will probably be using the same materials, the same build, the same factory. It will just have a different graphic. So take everything I've said in this video and try and apply it to their future drops unless I say otherwise. I don't know about how well this will hold up over time. Like, I've only recently just got the pad, and like I'm saying, the surface does feel very different to any other cloth pad I've used, so I don't know as to how well that will last. I'd like to assume that it will last pretty well, but I can't guarantee it, so I don't want to just say something that I don't know, you know? That same thing goes for really the printing, although from what I can see, this is not cheap printing. I think these are going straight through the fabric itself, so I wouldn't be too worried about the printing coming off. Other than that, I would definitely say that this is one of the nicer mousepads that I've used in recent times, and I'm going to be continuing to use it. If you want to go ahead and follow my Twitter account, you will be able to see clips of me using this mousepad whenever I hit anything with it, as well as if you want to subscribe to this YouTube channel, I'll be releasing more product reviews, more unboxings, as well as more gameplay videos. I've recently been uploading some more Apex content, and that's been very well received, and I'd like to thank you all for that so much. Hopefully that you found this video insightful. Please leave a comment if you have any questions, and if you want to talk to me directly, go ahead and join my Discord. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.